Welcome, nation, to the GolfCask Trail, where every round has a pour, and every pour has a story. Welcome to this one-day trail, country roads, almost heaven. And somewhere between the first elevated tee box at PB Dye and the last quiet moment in downtown Martinsburg, you understand why. Country roads isn't about nostalgia, it's about rhythm. It's winding pavement cutting through Appalachian hills, elevation that tests your swing, and a distillery stop that settles the scorecard before the evening slows. The day begins high above the valleys at PB Dye Golf Club. Elevated tees hang over rolling terrain. Carries demand commitment. Greens reject hesitation. This is golf with contours and consequences. You don't float through this round. You choose your shots, or you pay for them. From there, the road bends towards Devil's Due Distillery. The pace shifts, barrels, proof, and a quiet confidence. Ask for Wiley. Let the stories unfold. A bold pour warms the edges of the day, while the hills outside remind you exactly where you are. And then you stop. At King Street Emporium. There's no need for another drink, just the humidor, a good chair, and the late Appalachian light slipping through the windows. A medium plus cigar, a slow burn, no rush, no refills, just smoke drifting upward while the day settles into memory. Dinner at Stoney's or RW Bar finishes the arc. Good food, honest conversation, the kind of place where stories stretch without trying too hard. Country roads isn't flashy. It winds, it rises, it eases back down. And by the time you're heading home, you realize the best part wasn't the golf or the whiskey, it was the road between them. Brian Bailey, founder, Spark Sip Swing at GolfCask. All right, nation, let's focus in on one of my favorite craft distillers, Devil's Due. They don't try to impress you. They don't need to. Tucked in Kearneysville with quiet confidence, the distillery carries the kind of energy that comes from doing the work instead of talking about it. Barrels stacked with intention, the tasting room that feels focused, not flashy, the scent of grain, oak, and proof hanging comfortably in the air. This is craft whiskey without theatrics. The team here understands the bold flavor isn't about heat, it's about structure. Their pours lean into caramel, toasted oak, baking spice, and dark fruit, often carrying the proof that reminds you you're drinking something built with backbone. It's whiskey meant to be considered, not rushed. Ask for Wiley if he's around. You'll get more than a tasting notes. You'll hear about the mash bills, barrel choices, lessons learned, and why certain decisions were made. It's the kind of conversation that deepens the glass in your hand. On the Country Roads Trail, Devil's Due is the hinge point of the day, the place where the round gets replayed, swings get discussed, and birdies somehow improve in the retelling. It's not all spectacle here, it's all about substance. And that's exactly why it belongs on the trail. And now let's jump over to the swing at PB Dye. PB Dye Golf Club doesn't ease you into a round, it elevates you. Literally. Carved in the hills of West Virginia, this layout is dramatic from the first tee shot. Elevated tee box, hanging over rolling valleys, fairways that twist through natural contours, and greens that are guarded, angled, and unapologetically demanding. Every hole asks the question. Most of them don't offer a comfortable answer. This is target golf at its purest form. Distance helps, but commitment matters more. The smartest players here are decisive. Half swings and second guesses don't survive long. And then there's hole 11, the island green. It's the signature moment of the course, and one you'll remember whether you made birdie or reloaded from the drop zone. The tee shot isn't brutally long, but it's exposed. Water surrounds the green completely, and the visual pressure alone can add 5 yards to your swing if you're not careful. The smart play, pick a number, trust it, commit fully, because at PB Dye, hesitation is the real hazard. On the Country Roads Trail, this course sets the tone for the day, bold, elevated, and earned. You don't just play PB Dye, you engage it. And if you survive hole 11 with your ball dry, you've earned your afternoon pour at Devil's Due. And now we're off to downtown Martinsburg, King Street Emporium. Not every stop on the trail needs to be loud. Tucked in the downtown, this stop carries an easy confidence. Part classic humidor, part neighborhood gathering spot. The air moves slow here. The conversation isn't forced. The kind of place where you settle in a chair and let the day unwind naturally. On the Country Roads Trail, This isn't about another pour, it's about presence. The humidor is thoroughly stocked, with options ranging from smooth, medium body classics to fuller blends that hold their own after a bold afternoon at Devil's Due. Whether you lean towards a Nicaraguan spice profile or something darker and richer, there's something here that pairs with the memory of the round without overpowering it. And the coffee, solid, strong, grounded, exactly what you want as the light begins to fade. King Street is where the tempo shifts. No scorecards, no tasting notes, just smoke rising slowly and stories stretching comfortably. After the elevation of PB Die and the structure of Devil's Due, this is a decompression chamber. Sometimes the best part of the trail isn't what you add, it's what you let slow down. Let's learn a little bit more about downtown Martinsburg. It ties the entire trail together with brick-laid streets, independent storefronts, and the steady small town energy that doesn't need polishing. It's walkable, welcoming, and just gritty enough to feel authentic. The kind of place where you can move from Distillery to Cigar Lounge to dinner without ever losing the rhythm of the day. On country roads, downtown isn't just a stop, it's the setting that makes the story hold. Dinner at Stoney's Whiskey and Wine Bar brings depth to the balance of the day. With a thoughtful pour list and elevated comfort food that feels earned after 18 demanding holes. If the mood calls for something more laid back, RW Bar offers a relaxed local rhythm, cold drinks, honest plates, and conversation that doesn't need dressing up. Either way, the arc of country roads closes the way it should, unhurried, grounded, and satisfied. And of course, we'll give you a whiskey trail alternatives, exploring Martinsburg. If weather shifts or someone in your group wants an alternative pace, Martinsburg and the surrounding areas offer plenty of options. Black Draft Distillery delivers bold, approachable style spirits, including their popular moonshine expressions and whiskey releases, in a relaxed tasting room setting. History lovers can explore nearby Harper's Ferry National Park, where the Shenandoah and Potomac meet and Civil War stories still echo through the hills. And if the goal is to simply unwind, downtown Martinsburg's cafes, boutiques, and additional whiskey-forward spots make it easy to pivot without losing the spirit of country roads. So, because everything here at GolfCask has a little bit of competition, let's rank this trail. PB Die Golf Course. Man, 4 out of 5. Great golf course, great fun. I encourage you to play it. Devil's Due Distillery. I'm going to give it 4 barrels, but man, it could be 5 in a hurry. Wiley and the crew out there do a wonderful job. Make sure you swing by. King Street Emporium is 3 to 3.5 cigars. It's exactly what you would expect from a cigar shop in the middle of West Virginia. Man, it was fun. Overall experience, this was a 4-star experience for the whole trail. Between the golf, whiskey, cigars, and dinner, it was fun. So, if you are running that 81 corridor and you have a day to spare, I really highly recommend the Country Road GolfCask Trail. Cheers, and I look forward to our paths crossing on a GolfCask Trail.